Hey, Good Fox here. Today we got the MUT Monitor and some gameplay against one of the top players you'll see in MUT. This is Siwoo's sister, aka Traw, a big streamer and a very good competitive player. So we get our game on. This happened on stream a while back, but let's get on to the MUT Monitor. A lot to go through. Tuesday night drafts are having an issue where they're not giving out badges. People aren't getting their badges in time. So hopefully that gets resolved this week. You know, they're trying to, grind for their players, and if you're not getting awarded the things that you are supposed to, you can see some issues. Anyways, competitive Madden. The group stages have finished. There was some collusion according to some sources in the group stages. That dude Sly put out a video on it. If you want to check it out, I'll link it in the description. But here are the brackets. The top 2 players in each one move on to the finals in Orlando. The big controversy is in the Group B on Xbox One with Dub.Dubby and Poppy. Not streaming their final game, even though Dub. Streams all of his game. The weird thing about this, I don't know what the tiebreakers are, but why aren't the guys with point differentials moving forward? I heard something about it just becoming who beats up on the 0-3 guy, is what Matt Markow said. But I don't know what their tiebreakers are. It seems kind of strange that the point differential isn't used as it, but who am I to argue? Moving on, we got chem uniforms this week. The away is every defensive combo, and home is every offensive combo of 2 of what the EA calls elite chemistries, but are really gold chemistries because they're colored gold. Just call them colored gold. Scramble's on a big hurrah about that. You can filter them by name as a pro tip if you want, like the ABRR. Just type in AB-RR into the search, and you will come up with all the teams. So not every team is represented because they're pretty rare still, going for pretty pricey on some of them. 100K, 55K is kind of the lowest price I've seen. 6,000 possible combinations plus color rush. I don't know if that's on top of or including them, but there are a lot of possible combinations, which is keeping the price up of them, even with the MUT gear packs in the store, which guarantees 3 MUT gear, and it's unlimited buys. So hopefully those prices shrink, but I don't see them shrinking because those will probably be in demand all game long unless they come out with better jerseys. All right, we also got new competitive players, Jamal Charles and Eric Weddle. Man of the Month, got an updated set for people to finish off using their badges there. Strange thing about that is people who did the old Man of the Month set after the playoff blog launched that said final use Man of the Month, you're dead Man of the Month, something along those words. And before Jake Stein tweeted to hang on to your Man of the Month badges or whatnot, a day and a half or 2 days later, all those people that did those old Man of the Month set between that playoff blog and that tweet got refunded their collectibles for the set. That allowed them to do this new Pat Pete, maybe shrinking his price a little bit. I don't like the Pat Pete card myself, but everybody has their own opinion on it. As we predicted, we got a new badge monster, so for people that invested in elite badges, hopefully made out a little bit and not just with your sister like normal. This time it's Marcel Darius, a great run stuffer. Moving on, we also got new most feared players because it was Friday the 13th. That's so spooky. Love these moves by EA. Keep it up. Great cards, great stats, and a nice surprise. I really wish EA would do more of this, the stats part. Surprises are really nice too, even if you're Ron Swanson who doesn't like surprises. Also, we finally got flashbacks worth talking about, and talk about a guy who gets talked about a lot, Colin Kaepernick. We'll talk a little bit about him. I talked a little bit about him in my review of him on my channel. And we got a guy who's one of the best linebackers we've ever seen, Luke Kuechly. I thought Cap wasn't amazing in that review. I'll link it in the description. When I used him, and Kuechly, it's too slow to even use in the squad when you get Urlacher, and I don't know, he's too pricey for his speed, and speed is the most important stat in Madden. All right, EA tweeted out that this is the last week for Team of the Week items, so we're not going to get them after the championship or the Super Bowl. Which I guess makes sense. I don't think we got him after the Super Bowl. We'll get a Super Bowl promo, I'm guessing, before the Super Bowl. I'm saying Super Bowl a lot, so let's Super Bowl. Hopefully they don't have that trademark, but I think they do, so get ready to get me sued. All right, but this week's Team of the Week items left us wanting a little bit. Des Bryant was a hero. Great name, but the stats were trash. He's already got a limited Team of the Week card. This 93. This 95 was not upgraded much. This complaint, the MUT community is a broken record. I don't know why. This is probably our most talked about feedback, besides for like swerve glitch and pause glitch and the kickoffs going out of bounds and other things like that. What's the big glitch? Field goal glitch. These stats looking all the same are probably the biggest feedback we've had from EA. You know, I know they want to go slow burn on the overalls, but the stats burn is starting to turn into a pretty bad itch here. All right, Bud Dupree, I did say, I mean, look at that card. It's a pretty good budget user player. Fast, tall, not great catching, though. Ty Montgomery looks like an okay third down back. His other card was decent there. I like Jared Cook's cards. This one's decent, 88 speed with nice run blocking and very useful. All right, we got the ghost players as milestones. What's nice is that they gave them the good cards this time. You know, frequently they give these milestones because, you know, card, whatever. There's the swerve glitch I was just talking about, and luckily it didn't happen at the end of the half. But they gave it to Champ Bailey, Marvin Harrison, Adrian Peterson, Levante David, Matthew Stafford, and Carl Joseph. All great cards that just got better. So thanks, EA, for doing that. Big help. All right, so going forward, we don't know what they're going to milestone, of course. They waited until well after the freeze promo was done to milestone those cards. So maybe playoff players in the future will probably get them, you know, down the road a little bit. Maybe we'll get some crazy ones next week. I don't know, like motivators maybe. That'd be sweet. But yeah, then we could get motivators here this weekend, and then playoff players here in a couple weeks after it ends on the 29th. And we'll talk about going forward in a little bit. All right, Football Outsiders. We got Richard Sherman. He was the set. I have a review of him up on this channel. In short, I didn't love his low hit power and block shed. His height and other stats are nice, though. He wasn't anything special for me. Check that out in the description or just my last video. Legends, Larry Fitzgerald, and Sam Shields. I would say they're up on the channel, but I do not believe they are going to be up when this video launches. Look for them tomorrow, which would be Wednesday. I think I want to space my videos out one a day, so we're going to keep them up Wednesday. Got another video already planned Thursday. That should be fun. All right, we also got a new playoff solos this last week, appeasing a bunch of people that were very critical of EA for not releasing new gauntlets. I bet we'll get some more in the next few weeks with the big game coming. Yes, I say big game now. The Superb Owl, I think it is called. Looking forward, Team of the Year is coming. We talked about this a couple weeks back on what all drops after Team of the Year drops. Last year was the 26th. This year I'm projecting the 27th because I love throwing those promos out on Fridays, which would be the 27th, which would be, you know, week and change ahead of the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl promo then would come out the following week, what, Tuesday, Wednesday? I don't know. Last Team of the Week. See, they could come out Monday, too, for Team of the Year because we're not getting Team of the Week that week. Anyways, after the Super Bowl, we get the Honors promo cards because the Honors celebration happens the night before the Super Bowl, so look for that. The Reddit Post of the Week. I love this pack contents per 1,000 or 10,000 points breakdown, showing you which is the best packs to get. Mudhead Post of the Week. It compared the Legends in Madden 16, but that we're not in Madden 17. All right, that's it. Good game, T-Raw. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, call to action, of course. If you guys don't know what call to action is, well, I'm not going to answer it. See you later.